Welcome to Curtis Goes Corner, coming to you from a secret underground base in occupied America. Hi folks, welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. This is a short clip from Bill Maher's show with Elon Musk, and it's a couple-minute clip on the importance, the just absolutely importance of free speech. How's the old saying go? The First Amendment is there. The Second Amendment is there in case the first one doesn't work out. And there's a lot of truth to it. You can say all kinds of horrible things. You can. That's just the way it is. You have to have it that way. Because then who gets to decide what's hate speech, what's improper? You know, as Jordan Peterson says, what do you want, some kind of a board or a committee to decide? And I can guarantee you, he said with 100% certainty, the individuals that will decide are exactly the people you wouldn't want to decide. So let's listen a little bit to Elon Musk.
Speech used to be a left or liberal value, and yet we see from, the in quotes left, a desire to actually censor, and that seems crazy. I mean, I think we should be extremely concerned about anything that undermines the First Amendment. There's a reason for the First Amendment. The First Amendment is because people came from countries where they could not speak freely, and where saying certain things would get you thrown into prison. And
yeah, sadly, that's like that now, and they're going to talk about it. And they're going to talk about it. What was the kid there that put up the meme? Something to do with Hillary Clinton or whatever, I forget. He was actually charged here in the United States. He's going to jail. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I put a farcical parody when Trump turned himself in and was fingerprinted and arrested and then released. I put breaking news a couple days before it happened and then said, not really, kiddingly. And I got a strike for that. It's crazy what's going on. Hate speech. That term just irks my behind. It really does. That means that somebody else is called names or is told something they don't want to hear, and that has more value than somebody else hearing the same thing because one's a protected class. That's insanity. That's the road to Jim Crow. Now we're talking about getting rid of children or having abortions, that if there's a genetic defect or there's something wrong with an infant that's not life-threatening, decide after it's born, before it's born. It's getting crazy, folks. It's getting crazy. But let's get back to the First Amendment.
they were like, well, we don't want that here. And by the way, in many parts of the world, including parts of the world that people might think are relatively similar to the United States, the speech laws are draconian.
England is quite different.
I won't name any countries, but...
England, why are we protecting them? They have no First Amendment. It's very easy to prove libel in England, whereas here it's almost...
I love England, but...
Yeah, I do too, but...
As a matter of fact, I love England as well. In fact, a lot of the old period pieces that I watch are all English, and I love them, and they're very well made. That's where our original founding fathers got the laws of individuals and justice from English law. And look at Australia, France, England, Spain, all the European countries. Except maybe Eastern Europe. Why Eastern Europe is different? Well, because they lived under Russian rule, Soviet rule, and they know what an overbearing government is. It's funny how that works, isn't it? It's insane. It's insane.
I wouldn't want to say the wrong thing. Or
yes,
you could be sued easier. There are in France. I think if you deny the Holocaust, which I think is abhorrent, but I also think it should be part of free speech.
Right.
You can be thrown into jail. Okay, so this...
I really can't emphasize this enough. We must protect free speech. And free speech only matters, it's only relevant when it's someone you don't like saying something you don't like, because...
That's exactly right. It's somebody you don't like saying something you don't like. Agreeing with somebody, whatever they say, is not free speech. Free speech is somebody says something horrific, but they have the right to say it. And you don't like those people or persons. That's what it's really all about. And eventually, the ones that want to censor people, it's going to come back on you. Let's listen to the rest.
Obviously, speech that you like is
Yes.
That's easy. So it's the thing about censorship is that sure for those who would advocate it, just remember at some point that will be turned on you.
So
It's bizarre.
Now, is the worm turning? Usually when you hear stuff like that on Bill's show, you get a spattering of applause. It was a little more this time. Does that mean this group in the audience is a little bit? No, they're usually 99% progressive Democrat liberals. Maybe they're starting to get it. Maybe they're starting to understand that people can say outrageous stuff and they have that right. Now, there are libel laws. If somebody said, Joe Blow is a pedophile, there are libel laws. But it's really hard to prove libel in the United States, and it should be. Because if it wasn't, like England and other countries, like they said, everybody would be suing everybody, and everybody would either owe everybody money or they would be in jail. And we can't have that. I'll just leave you what I said earlier. The First Amendment is first for a reason. And the Second Amendment is there in part just in case the First Amendment doesn't work out. Tell me what you guys think. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.